Alright, Trickers and Trekkers, time for the third episode of Review of the Day with Elementary, dear Data. So, here we go. As the Federation Starship Enterprise, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, waits to go rendezvous with the USS Victory, Chief Engineer LaForge and Commander Data go to the holodeck to recreate a Sherlock Holmes mystery. Awesome! Data, who has read all of the Holmes stories, recognizes and solves the mystery within minutes. Frustrated, Geordi storms out of the holodeck, leaving Data confused. A 10 forward, Geordi explains that the fun is in solving the unknown. Data does not understand. Overhearing their conversation, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Pulaski asserts that Data is incapable of solving a mystery to which he does not already know the outcome. Data accepts Dr. Pulaski's challenge and invites her to join them on the holodeck. There, Geordi instructs the computer to create a unique Sherlock Holmes mystery with an adversary who is capable of defeating Data. Ooh, I wonder who that could be. In the new program, Dr. Pulaski is kidnapped, and Data investigates. They soon discover that Professor Moriarty is responsible, but when they find him with Pulaski in his hideout, they are shocked when they learn that Moriarty is aware of the holodeck program being a simulation, and is able to access the holodeck computer, showing them a sketch of the Enterprise he has drawn based on the computer's description. Dun dun dun! Data and Geordi leave the holodeck to alert the captain, and Geordi realizes that when he asked the computer to create the program, he asked for an adversary who could defeat Data, not Sherlock Holmes. As a result, the computer gave the holodeck character Professor Moriarty the knowledge and sentience needed to challenge Data. When Moriarty gains access to the ship's stabilizer controls, Data returns to the holodeck with Captain Picard. Picard meets Moriarty, who demonstrates that he has evolved beyond his original programming and asks to continue to exist in the real world. Picard tells Moriarty that this would not be possible. Instead, he saves the program and tells Moriarty that if they ever discover a way to convert holodeck matter into a permanent form, they will bring him back. I wonder if that's ever going to happen. Picard discontinues the program, and the USS Victory arrives. Oh, that was kind of an interesting episode. So anyway, let's look at some production elements here, shall we? According to co-executive producer Mace Hurley, the idea for this episode was inspired by Data's experiences in The Big Goodbye. Hurley stated, quote, "It wasn't a writer saying, 'Let's do this.' It was one of the people living on the Enterprise." This episode contains elements and references to the Sherlock Holmes short stories, A Scandal in Bohemia, The Red-Headed League, The Adventure of the Speckled Band, and The Adventure of the Bruce Partington Plans, as well as the Holmes novel, The Valley of Fear. Furthermore, Moriarty's creation being a result of Geordi LaForge requesting an opponent capable of defeating Data, references Arthur Conan Doyle's creation of the same character for the short story The Final Problem, specifically as an opponent capable of defeating Sherlock Holmes, who, at the time, Doyle wanted to kill off. Yeah, I wonder how many people were happy about that. Reportedly, the original ending had Jean-Luc Picard lying to Moriarty that he could have existed outside the holodeck, the same way the piece of paper on which he drew the Enterprise also stayed intact outside the holodeck. Co-executive producer Maurice Hurley wanted to keep that ending, as it made Picard look clever, but Gene Roddenberry nixed it, saying it made Picard look cruel. Instead, the paper stays intact without any explanation. Daniel Davis was cast as James Moriarty. Daniel Davis used an English accent for this role in both episodes. However, he is from Arkansas and speaks with an American accent when not in character. Davis was auditioning for the role of Moriarty alongside another actor in the room, Brian Bedford, directly from director Rob Bowman. Davis said of being in the room with Brian Bedford, quote, "So he's a standout in my mind, and we were sort of taking bets with each other about which of us would get it. We hadn't worked together or seen each other a long time, so it was a very friendly rivalry. Then, when I got it, he was a very good sport and invited me to come to dinner to celebrate that I got the part." Anne Elizabeth Ramsey was cast as Ensign Clancy, making her first appearance in Star Trek The Next Generation. This is her first appearance in Star Trek Next Generation as Ensign Clancy. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on here, guys. The actress reprised her role in The Emissary, also in Season 2. Ramsey went on to a busy career as an actress. She also co-starred as Lisa Stemple, the dysfunctional sister of Helen Hunt's character, in 123 episodes of Mad About You, before she scored a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination. Ramsey also played a recurring role in 6 Feet Under and Dexter. Nice. So overall, I say this is a pretty interesting episode, and hey, I do love me a good Sherlock Holmes story, so that's a definite plus here. So overall, I give Elementary, Dear Data 4 warp cores out of 5. Well, join me soon for the penultimate episode review, which is going to be The Outrageous Okona. So, until then, live long and prosper, everybody.